highlights channel of the Ranveer Show. This is TRS Clips. Does Tara usually barge into people's lives the way she barged into my life suddenly and this taken over as my mother in some ways?
Yeah, she does.
Like she selects where she wishes to go.
Yeah. There are various historical sources of Tara, stories about Tara. One very popular story is that when Bhagwan Avalokiteshwar, with his infinite compassion, tried his best to empty samsara out of living beings who were suffering because of ignorance, anger, hatred, and so on. And he thought like he managed to empty samsara. But because, as we know, as per Buddhist teachings and also Hindu philosophy equally, samsara has no beginning and no end. That is why it is represented as a circle, as a wheel.
You mean the universe when you say samsara?
Yeah, everything that is in existence, not just the world that we live in, but as per Buddhist teachings at least, we're talking about the other dimensions. Dimensions of extreme suffering, we call them hell. Dimensions of extreme hunger and thirst, we call them hungry ghost, pret. Dimensions of the animal kingdom, yeah, and also asur, constantly in fight with the gods, and god realm, and also human. So the being, according to Buddhist cosmology and philosophy, there are 6 main realms. So Avalokiteshwar tried his best to empty all the beings because it's so much compassion, empty samsara. And when he thought that he had almost emptied it, it should be empty now, and he looked back, samsara had already again been filled with beings because it is endless. And he had immense, he was very sad and he cried. And I think from his 2 teardrops from his eyes, it touched the earth. A lotus bloomed, 21 petals. On each petal was one different Tara. And Tara said, "Don't worry, I will assist you." So we may have supplicated to Tara or have a connection to Tara in this life or maybe in one of our past lives. So you just can't tell, like the word you use, when Tara will barge into our lives and show us the path, yeah, invoke some changes in us.
This was given to my father by someone, and he had to move to Dubai, so he had left it in a cupboard of his. And I was cleaning out his cupboard one day. I found it, and I just wanted to keep it, and I've kept it over the years now. Only since I've moved to this house have I really been worshipping this particular idol. And I've had a tantra expert on the show, Rajashi Nandi. He taught me so much more about it. My connection with it has increased so much. And I feel with deities, there are phases in your life where you need the deity way more. And I did need it back then. Had some other deities enter my spiritual journey. And now she's back through you. When you taught me about Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tare Swaha.
Yeah.
The one thing I can describe about her energy is that she's very swift. Like that pace, both in terms of blessings and to come to protect you. And I have needed protection as well in the last 6 months. It's very fast. How do you connect more deeply other than just by your heart?
Since I was enthroned and at the age of 8, like we talked about last time, brought to the monastery in Himachal, one thing I've done consistently, always, every day, is at early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, depends, winter, summer, we would always start the day with Tara practice. It will take maybe like 45 minutes. We call it the 4 mandala offering to Ma Tara. And we will make offerings of mandala. We would do the mandala mudra, which is basically performed like this. The center is Mount Meru. We are offering Mount Meru to Tara. And these 4 points are the 4 continents surrounding Mount Meru and all the subcontinents and all the planets. The palms of your hands represent the great oceans. So basically, with this mudra, you're offering the entire universe, everything in it, everything in existence. So I've been doing this since I was 8. And after some time, when I started to receive teachings from my gurus, one guru told me that your personal deity is Tara. We do have our own personal deities. We worship all deities, all gods and goddesses, bodhisattvas and buddhas. But then there is a personal connection, a spiritual connection to one particular deity. And my guru told me that it was green Tara. And after some time, I really started to, my activities started to explode. Green Tara represents activity, swift, like you said. And my activities started to explode.
What does that mean?
Like my work, my spiritual work, to go out and meet people. I was like, we talked about last time. I was so self-centered initially and tried to look for happiness in material things and so on. But then afterwards, when I came back to my spirituality, got introduced to Tara and was told that Tara was my personal deity. My spiritual work, meeting with people, traveling, connecting to people also, literally just exploded after the realization.
You mean situations and circumstances were thrown in your life because of which you just had to comply?
Yeah.
And therefore your spiritual word went out to even more people?
Yes.
And you believe that it was because of Green Tara's blessings?
Definitely. Any Tara, but Green Tara is more associated with activity. Yeah. Like your work. And so it just exploded. And to answer your question, we do a lot of practices. We make a lot of offerings to Tara. We supplicate to Tara. We praise her qualities. Yeah. And also we chant her mantra. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture, Swaha. And in the Himalayas, in Ladakh and Tibet also, we have what we call praise to the 21 Taras. It's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. And we chant it all the time. And it's so beautiful. And in a big hall full of, hundreds of people, thousands of people. And we chant it and to supplicate to Tara, creating a mandala of Tara to the side, a big thanka, a big painting of Tara, statue of Tara, having invoked her and brought her here, and having made offerings, and we chant. Chansala dare nyuma pamo tu tara injix pasel ma ture dong jimpe dolma so yige gyolando chansala dolma nyuma pamo chanes ka chelo danda jikte sumgon chishke shalgi gezare jewale nejo chansala dongel dawa gondo kangwa gyane tsek beshal skarmas tontra zosbanam ke rabdo cheve urambarma. So on. I'm getting goosebumps just chanting it.
Why are we talking about this? Why is it important for the general masses to know about these things? What does Tara want through this?
To benefit us, to protect us, to grant our wishes for this life, for the next life, our spiritual wishes. I think the need of the hour, people are very desperate for protection, spiritual protection. Like right now, if you ask me, are we protected from hunger? Yes, our country is prospering. I think hardly anybody goes hungry these days, thirsty. Nobody is killing each other. Crimes have really come down. People are like more aware, and prosperity is happening everywhere. But what about spirituality? Are we spiritually also protected and safe? So Tara provides not only physical protection, emotional protection, but most importantly, spiritual protection.
Okay. Keeps you from doing the wrong things.
Yeah, and guides you along the right path and makes you meet the right people, right circumstances, and it just happens spontaneously.
Which is so crucial, right? That's something you completely ignore in your own spiritual path. People play a huge role. And there is a point in your timeline where they'll enter your life.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like the biggest changes might have happened because of the people I've met who I'm still in touch. You being one of them.
Yes.
But you were meant to meet me at that point, and we're meant to have this conversation today. Which is why I don't know. I still want to deep dive a little bit more into this 21 Tara thing.
Ji.
I really hope the audience is gaining from this conversation in ways that are not even spoken in the form of spoken word.
Yes.
But what would you want to share about 21 Taras?
Like I said, I don't know if I can describe all the 21 Taras. But with Tara, the interesting thing is that she comes in peaceful form, various peaceful forms, and also various wrathful forms. Because our karmas are different. Some are tamed by peaceful means, but some need to be shown the wrathful manifestations. So Tara comes in different forms and different shapes, different colors, different intentions. And as per your spirituality, as per your karma, where you are in your life, she will manifest differently and guide you differently. Like, let's say, when we're young and when we're naughty, our parents might pull our ears, scold us a little bit. Not because they hate us, not because they have an intention to harm us. We have to see that way also, from why Tara manifests in different ways. And we don't understand. Now we know that it was for our own good, to instill discipline and a sense of respect and so on. Tara does the same thing. And only once you start to gain a degree of confidence in Tara and you have faith in Tara, that however she manifests to us in the form of a Ladakhi guru, a modern guru, a male or female, we're talking about the highest level of Buddhist teachings now. Once you start going deep into the deity aspect, the goddess aspect, you have to start thinking that everything is a manifestation of Tara. The falling leaf, the rains, everything is Tara. Whatever people are saying are Tara mantra. Once you live in this mode, whether it is peaceful, wrathful, however it manifests, then you truly connect to Tara. We call it Takpenangwa, which is like pure view. Pure view. Everything is a manifestation of Tara. But that takes some spiritual depth to be able to constantly stay in that mode. And not take things personally. Duality, you, me, this, that, good, bad. You just have to be and let Tara manifest in your life in different forms.
Submitting to the flow of samsar.
Yeah. Submitting to the manifestations of Tara in various forms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually reading this book on the Gayatri Mantra by Om Swami.
Ji.
Very heavy book. He's like described in detail how to maximize the nectar you can gain from a mantra using mudras, using techniques, etc. But it begins by saying something similar to what you're saying in terms of when you reach a certain level of advancement after years of practice, what begins to happen is first, when you meet people, you don't see the person, you see the Holy Mother in the person. And then you see light, then you see the astral body, and then you see the physical body. And this becomes a phenomena wherever you go with whoever you meet. My reading of Tara, when I'm also trying to understand what the Hinduism aspect is, what the Zoroastrian aspect is, I would even go as far as saying what the Abrahamic aspect is that there is God's energy on this earth, like the one Parabrahm energy on this earth, which manifests itself as Shakti or Mother Earth or Mother Nature, and different cultures call this feminine energy different things.
Yes.
Generally in Hinduism, you have all the different matas, but they are matas at the end of the day, mothers. I have understood that maybe the Buddhist school of thought calls matas taras. Am I right in saying?
Yeah. We call Tara definitely the mother of all Buddhas. We call her the mother of enlightenment. So, yeah, you're very right.
Okay.
I think, your knowledge about various spirituality and religion seems to be much more than mine. Of course, you have met so many more eminent people than I ever had the chance. And you have good knowledge about different spiritualities, which is actually very good when you walk the spiritual path. Because you are aware of the different interpretations and not only stuck with one. I, however, have only been, mostly introduced to Buddhism, so I can speak from a Buddhist perspective. So, phenomena is what it is. Yeah, sun is the sun, moon is the moon, water is the water, energy is the energy, and so on. I think the interpretation and the way we use names and how we, perceive it and how we explain it to people, I think that differs a little bit. But the actual, object is the same. Yeah, how we talk about it, how we explain it, what words you use as per your own faith, your belief. I think that changes. So yeah, you can say Tara is the mother of all. Tara is the mother of enlightenment. Tara is the mother of all goodness, universal love, whatever you want to call it, God. She is the mother essence of everything.
Do you think that there's a father essence?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know who he is. Yeah, it's difficult to pinpoint one. But in the scriptures, it's clearly stated that Tara is the mother of all Buddhas and she is the mother of all enlightened beings.
New clips released at the same time that a podcast releases. This is TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe.